Yes, guys, welcome to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for another fan cam for Arsenal's game against Man City, where we have lost 2-1 on the day. I've got Nitesh, Arsenal fan from Beyond the Post. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good. And Happy New Year to everyone, including you. We already spoke about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, Happy
So
New Year, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone. And as I said on WhatsApp to everyone, hopefully there are no more lockdowns this year. And that is what I
Yeah,
wish
hopefully.
everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, that's the end of them. So, but yeah, going into the game, obviously Arteta out with COVID, but I think they're still, by the look of the lineup and the way things looked, it still had all the what we would expect from Arteta, what we as a lineup. So, what did you make of it?
I don't think there was any major change in the lineup. It was what it was supposed to be. I think every player justified their position in the team so far, and it's been more of the same. The only thing maybe that I would have preferred in the lineup was instead of Lacazette playing Emil Smith Rowe up front as a false nine, because Lacazette does not have the legs to run against City. But he did fairly good as well, so I'm not complaining overall about the lineup. I think everything was how it was supposed to be.
Yeah, because to be honest, actually, in the game, I think he played his part in sort of the build up to it. But
Yeah.
like the first half, we were all over him, and I sort of posed this question during the watch along: is it us playing that well, or is it Man City being really poor? Because like Man City were poor for a lot of that game, and we took the lead, which was great, but we still kept on them, and it wasn't until the second half where we'd started backing off sort of what we've been doing most of the time when we score a goal, which is back off about 5 yards. And uh, yeah, so I mean, how did you see it from your end before we move on to the incident?
I think we had enough chances to score in the first half as well. 1-0, you're never going to win that game. You can't defend against Man City. Uh, I think they got a similar kind of goal against Brentford as well, where the commentator had said that it was against the run of play when Brentford was attacking the most. So they were always expected to get at least one goal in the game. So we had chances to score at least two or three, but we didn't take our chances. And like in the group chats and on Twitter, it was going around. We had some good chances. If you don't take your chances against Man City, then when things don't work out for you, eventually, like we saw, then you will lose the game. So I think Thomas Partey was everywhere in the first half, and he was my man of the match. So I think it was more to do with Thomas Partey being in the midfield, and for the first time in Arsenal colours, he was world class, and that is what
Okay,
actually cramped down Man City's midfield, and that is why I think we were so strong in the first half.
okay. I mean, moving on to the incidents, the Odegaard's penalty. How did you see that? Because I thought that was a penalty myself.
It was a 50-50 in my opinion. I don't see if you talk to me about the incidents, I'll club both of the penalties. I think neither was a penalty, to be honest, because when a goalkeeper is going for that kind of challenge, you can't like judge by the minute, like by you can say the by the when you zoom into it, the referees and the VAR will not always look at those things. It was a decision on the pitch. If it was given as a penalty, VAR wouldn't overturn it because it wasn't given on the pitch. I think VAR didn't do anything about it. But again, the second incident, again, I'm linking it to the first. Even in that case, I don't think it was a penalty, but the referee overall was very timid and poor.
Yeah, I agree with that one. The referee was definitely poor, in my opinion. I think the second one, to be honest, whether it's a penalty or not, Xhaka being Xhaka, like once again, like, and I keep saying about this guy, honestly, like he doesn't think at all, and there's got to be somewhere in this world, there could be anyone that is better than Granit Xhaka. I can't stand the guy anymore. Like this guy needs to go. Uh, like you can keep everyone else if you have to. Just get rid of him. Like because he just doesn't think. Even all the way through the game, diving in, never, just couldn't stop diving in. He couldn't just stay on his feet. I think one time he nearly took out Sterling, which would have been a bookable offence, because he would have taken him from behind. He just never learns, and then he wonders why Arsenal fans don't like him or they get on his back. So, I mean, and then Gabriel, like, why are you digging the penalty spot? Why? Like, you're just getting yourself in trouble for no reason, and then you try and body Jesus like it's WWE. Like, where you know it, you either have to take him out and get a booking or get spun. So, I mean, how do you look on the red card and like Gabriel and Xhaka's instances on that?
No, I think the first one was a very silly booking for Gabriel, the one that he gave him. I don't think it was a yellow card. He just booked him without any reason. And again, as I said, that comes down to the referee again. The second one probably,
Well, he booked him because it was because he was digging up the penalty spot to try and like put off the Man City.
yeah, but a lot of people do that. Like people do that. People rub, and you can say they
Yeah,
like
and
create
under
a mark.
the law of the game, you can get booked for it.
Yeah, but I've seen people do it previously and get away with it. I mean, if he, again, as I said, there was an incident where he got pushed into the referee as well, and there was a commotion there, and that is why he got booked eventually. So I think it was again very weak refereeing, and I personally did not feel the second one was that much of a foul. Like it was Jesus trying to run past him, but eventually he collided with him. So his hands were already up. If you saw the incident when Gabriel collided with Jesus, his hands were up, as if to say that I'm not trying to pull him. And
Okay.
so I think it was a bit, you can say, see, one more thing. If you notice, if any referee books a player, he just booked him like maybe 5 minutes ago, he'll give him one chance. Like he may not directly give him a second yellow, he'll give him one final warning. If you do anything stupid now, you're off. And that is something that this referee has not done, again, because as I said, he couldn't handle the pressure, and he's just, you can say, crumbled under the pressure of Man City.
Maybe. I mean, how do I word? I mean, and obviously we went down to 10 men. We had to bring Rob Holding on. I still feel that despite that, we still had chances to still win that game, despite being 10 men down. And I feel that if we were a bit more adventurous, maybe in our substitutions, whereas it was pretty much the same substitutions we've been seeing, I do feel we could have probably gone on and won that game. Like, I know we brought Smith Rowe on. I would have loved to see Pepe to try and come on and see if he can do anything. Because, like, he's the only other attacking option we had. And I do feel if we had all the attacking options and used every attacking option available, we could have quite easily won that game. I really do feel that because we were playing that well. So,
Yeah, but then the chances have gone to Martinelli, and I don't think anyone would want anyone else to take those chances in front of goal apart from Martinelli. The problem, one more thing, is if you've seen the chance where Martinelli has hit the post, again look at the position of the referee. He's right in front of Martinelli, and he's kind of blocking him in a way from taking that shot.
but
It was
then
again
quite
very bad
easily
position.
you could easily take a Lacazette off, and you could have put Martinelli there, and you could have put Saka on the right and Pepe on the left with Odegaard in
No,
the
he
middle
did that. He
and
did
Smith
that
Rowe in
when
the
he
middle.
brought on Smith Rowe. When he brought on
Mm.
Smith Rowe, he did that. When he took off Lacazette for Smith Rowe, and he brought him in, and that is where he was playing. Martinelli was playing forward at that point of time. So he eventually did that. The first substitute, if you remember, it was Rob Holding coming on for Odegaard. The
Mm.
problem was, I think his main plan was that he will replace Lacazette with Smith Rowe, play Martinelli up front, and play Smith Rowe and Odegaard behind him. But because of the red card, he had to bring in Rob Holding. I don't think Rob Holding was part of the plan. So that
Look,
is where
yeah,
his plan got a bit messed up.
well, yeah, of course, Rob Holding was definitely not part of the plan. He's never part of any plan. Um, like obviously now we've got Liverpool in the cup. What are your chances on that one? Bearing in mind we've got now Ben White and Holding as a defensive too.
Yeah, I think they don't have Mane, Salah. They don't have some of their key players. Even Matip isn't going to be there. Anyways, I don't think Klopp will be playing those guys, and I don't think we'll be playing Saka. Saka will be rested. Smith Rowe will be playing. I think we have enough quality this time, and Klopp's lack of interest will probably
What do
help
you
us.
make
And
with Smith Rowe? Because Smith Rowe's been firing. Why has he been dropped? I don't get it. I don't get why
see,
has he been dropped. He's been firing.
see, yeah, the thing is, he has been like he's not exactly, you can say, been dropped. It's because what he tries to do is, Arteta tries to do is bring him in at around maybe the 60-70 mark, and when he's fresh, he can quickly run past players and he can do his thing with Martinelli and Saka playing from the start. And Odegaard is now, right now, if you see, Odegaard is our best player which in terms of playing through balls and passes. So the only player that can be currently dropped is Lacazette, but because Lacazette is linking up well, they have decided that Smith Rowe will be a super sub, and they will play him in the cup games, like in the League Cup and the FA Cup. Those games he'll be starting. So it's just a thing for a temporary thing, because I think eventually Martinelli is going to be the first choice striker, maybe once Lacazette is done, and like along with another striker probably coming in. So those two guys are going to be our main front two.
Then surely
Unless
you'd want to try Martinelli up front to then try and give also not Smith Rowe an opportunity, but also to try and teach Martinelli how to be a striker. Give him the game
that is
time
what.
in that position.
Yeah, but the thing is, right now, if you see, Martinelli is enjoying himself on the wing. See, I'm not saying it is a guaranteed thing. He has four options. Whenever one of them will be out of form, and he needs to have some firepower on the bench as well. Because see, Pepe is not right now, doesn't seem to be in his plans. Aubameyang seems to be done as well. So what other option, attack-minded option, or this kind of quality does he have on the bench? What he does is he doesn't play all his cards together. He's playing three of them who are linking up well with the Lacazette. If Lacazette was also, you can say, not fitting into the picture, he would have definitely dropped Lacazette, because Balogun isn't coming into the
But
team
then,
right now.
but then to be fair,
Yeah,
Nketiah and Lacazette are not being featured in the picture because they're not being given new contracts, right? So, in a sense, if Lacazette's not being featured, it's not part of his plans because he's not getting a new contract. We all know that, right? So, why is it he's allowed to play and Pepe's not allowed to play when his future is still uncertain? We don't know whether he is going to get a new contract or not. But we know with Lacazette he's definitely gone. So that's that's the bug-bearing question for me, is that if one player who we know is definitely going is getting the game time, but one player we don't know is going to be in the plans or not is completely on the bench no matter what he tries and do. I mean, some games in this league, he deserves a chance. The guy's not even getting a chance, and I feel he deserves a chance at some point, at least.
see, it is very clear that Arteta wants to extend Lacazette's contract. They've already offered him a 1 year deal again, and they I don't think he's interested currently on a 1 year deal. So the other option is either they will offer him a 2 year deal or maybe a 3 year deal. But again, that is kind of risky, because right now he's 29 and he's heading into 30. I think he's almost 30. So the thing is, with regards to
Mm.
Lacazette, the problem is that they want him to stay, because unlike Aubameyang, he offers a bit more than what Aubameyang does. He's already 30. Sorry, he's not 29. He's 30 now. So
Mm-hmm.
they want him to stay, and they are trying to keep him. They are trying to get his extension because he links up well with the team. He is a captain kind of guy. If you want to get rid of Granit Xhaka again, you need a captain in the team. So I think
I'll
he
give
is the
that.
guy
I'll
that
give that to Tierney or Gabriel or someone like that. Right, to be honest, uh,
I don't think Gabriel will be captain, because his communication is not the best right now.
Tierney would
Tierney
be.
is an option. Tierney is an option, but he has to work on his fitness. Right now he's fit. He's playing games. He's looking fit. That has happened because at the start of the season, uh, Tavares was playing, and he got enough rest after that injury that he had, and he has the luxury of now being in and out of the team. Previously, what was the case was Tierney had to, you can say, fit into every game, slot into every game. And the other thing is, we don't have European football at the moment. When European football will be back next season, hopefully, then again that becomes a problem. Tierney has to play every week, twice at least. So it becomes a major concern. So keeping that in mind, he is an option. I'm not saying he's not a contender for captaincy, but they need someone up front as well, because the guys in front, like you can see, the defense looks much better structured right now. Ben White was had a good game today. Tomiyasu was one of the best defenders in the game. I think Gabriel was the one who had the worst game because he got sent off. Tierney had a decent game. He didn't have a good game. He didn't have a bad game. He was like a decent player today. But overall, if you look up front it is the young guys. Like it is Odegaard, Saka, Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, all these guys. So that is where you need your captain more than rather than at the back, because Ramsdale is very vocal at the back as well. So at the back, I think the problem more or less is sorted. Uh, Thomas Partey is a decent option, but again, he was not playing that well in recent times.
You
Today,
say
again, when
sorted. I would not want Zach. I don't want Ben White in that team.
why would
To
you
be
not
honest,
want Ben White in that team?
he is shit. I could defend better.
No, he's not shit. He was
He is
one of our
shit.
best defenders today. Tomiyasu number 1, Ben
Yeah,
White number 2
today,
today.
but like that's one day out of 20.
Yeah, but on the same day, Gabriel
The
got
guy's
sent
been
off.
appalling for most of the season. Like,
I don't think so. His numbers are
and
very good.
even today, there were a couple of balls he's been spun completely out of position by one ball, and I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, we seriously bought him, did we? The guy's not good enough. He's not good enough for where we need to go, for me.
No, at the start of the season, there were complaints that this guy's weak in the air. He was winning headers. He won at least 3 or 4 headers today easily, minimum in the game. And apart from that, he was overall defensively decent. He was, see, again, you are comparing some situations where he's pushing forward, because he does that. He takes the ball, he takes it into midfield, he tries to play those long
No,
passes as well.
I'm comparing about his actual defending. Like, some of his defending is questionable. Like, and he's supposed to be a ball playing defender. He acts like he's scared to touch the thing.
No, I don't think so. Because of the composure. See, if you're single defender, if your center back is that weak, the entire defense will crumble easily. Remember when there used to be a Mustafi in the defense? What used to happen then? No matter who is next to him, Laurent Kashani was one of our better defenders at that time. The defense cannot stand if there is a weak link, if there is such a big weak link. Right now, the way we are defending, they are competing and they are fighting for balls. The other thing is, if one makes a mistake, they are recovering and they are covering up for other people as well. And the structure is very, you can say, it is very compact in a way when we fall back. And the other thing is,
So,
while defending,
okay then, so why is it then when Holding comes into play, we all fall apart?
we fall apart as in?
If he's not such a bad link, and he can't be a bad link, right? So why is it when Holding comes on, it all turns to shit?
No,
and we can't defend.
We were still better today.
Because there were two. Because when they scored, there were about 2 or 3 defenders surrounding him, and they didn't put a foot in.
Even today, if you see, we were still today. Holding made the mistake for the second one. If you see, he was with Rodri, and he could have probably done better. The thing is, again, that is what I'm trying to tell you. While Ben White and Gabriel, the combination was on the pitch. Yes, we did concede one goal, but it was a penalty goal, which was a Granit Xhaka mistake. We did not concede anything in open play. As soon as Gabriel got sent off, and Rob Holding and Ben White, obviously the 10 men as well mattered in that. We were still in the game, but then Rob Holding could have done better. But it was City pressure against 10 men, so we couldn't do much. If we took our chances, they would have probably been on the back foot to an extent as well. The thing is, even Rob Holding coming into this structure, which is a system with Tomiyasu, with Ben White, Tierney, and Gabriel, when he comes into the structure, he looks a better defender than he used to look when he used to be around the likes of Laurent Kashani, Mustafi, and these guys. He still looks a better defender now than he was before, because it is a system and the structure is better right now. Look at the Leeds game. If you remember, Ben White was playing with Rob Holding. Ben White was one of the best players in that game. Now, a lot of people will say it was just a League Cup game, but Bielsa had played many of his players. There were 5 or 6 players of his first team. He was playing all of them. So the thing is, our structure defensively looks much better. Even Ramsdale is responsible for that. He makes crucial saves when needed. He gives the shouts when he wants to catch the ball.
He makes a lot of saves. He does make too many saves for my liking. That is another thing. He makes too many saves for my liking.
See, he does that. See, the thing is, again, there is one more reason also, because now the defense has improved to an extent. Granit Xhaka is still a problem. Thomas Partey has not been in top form. As I said, today is the first time I could see that he was actually world class for the first time in Arsenal colours today. That is the first time I've ever seen him being world class for Arsenal. I can say honestly, I can say he has never played this well before. It was his best performance since he moved to Arsenal today. He was everywhere. He dominated the Manchester City midfield. If not for that Granit Xhaka mistake where we gave away the penalty and that silliness, or you can say a few moments of madness from Gabriel as well, which he also felt he wasn't supposed to get that red card. He put out a tweet as well. Even I feel maybe it was a bit harsh, and I think we could have gotten at least 1 point from the game. I'm not saying all three because we didn't take our chances up front. Again, you can blame Gabriel Martinelli if you want, but I said it. Both Gabriels were trash today, not completely, but because of the mistakes that they made. Gabriel Martinelli had a couple of chances to score. One was a sitter. There was also a chance in the first half. He made some good runs, but he did not finish his chances. If he finished his chances, we could have been 2 or 3 up in the first half. We could have had that second goal in the second half as well. I'm not saying we would have won the game, but at least we would have taken 1 point from the game.
Okay. Yeah, where can I find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Beyond the Post on YouTube. I'm not that active now, but you can still subscribe to the channel. And you can find me on Twitter, almost 5,800 followers now, pushing for 6,000. And 10,000 is the target. It was supposed to be the target, but hopefully soon. And you can check out the page Beyond the Post and Arsenal FC fans. And if you like memes, there's a page Troll Football Generation on Facebook as well. So you can check these
Wicked.
out. And hopefully the best for the Arsenal FC fans planning to push it soon.
Yeah, wicked. Make sure to go and do that, and make sure you subscribe to SFeatleyTV. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. And yeah,